Back to another SwiftUI tutorial part 2, and we're going to talk about the iOS app development where we can upload the stuff and get ready for our app application. This is applicable in our basic class as well as our master's class UI. In the master's class, I'll also go and touch on the trends and how to proactively create in-app purchase. So we're gonna touch more on that one the next time. Again, coming back to this one, we have the iPhone 6.7 display, iPhone 6.5 display, and variances along the way, along with the iPad Pro. Now, talking about this, now before you upload anything, make sure you have a good Wi-Fi speed. And if you do not, I will highly recommend you to get this, which is the Best Buy, where you have the best Wi-Fi router, and it only costs, I think, 300 plus ish, which is very reasonable price. The link is down in the description below, so do click on it if you want to purchase one. Also, alternatively, if you want, you can get a private server as well, which I could do up a video if you guys want a request for that. And so get right to it on that one. Okay, now after you have uploaded this, do take note that there are images size down here. You can see with all of you for the images size, which they will pop out in a minute, and there we go. Now, the view sizes are all different, as you guys can see down here. Okay, and there are specifics for the view sizes as well. Okay, and screenshots are required for it, as well as for iPhone app, watch, and so forth. You can see that there are dimensions down here. Okay, so do take note about this one. Okay, for more, there will be a prompt up, so don't worry about this. Now, promotional text, on the other hand, lets you attract customers. It's sort of like Nike, let's run, something like that. Or hey Jackie, what's your thing? Tech every day. Okay, so for us, Swift together, promotional text would be great if, let's say, let's Swift together and learn Swift UI. Okay, so a basic nice description promotional text. Now, what type of things are we going to talk about regarding about the description? So in the description, it can be it's a tutorial website or app that helps any level of developers become a master in Swift UI. Okay, now do remember you have to add in certain things, for example, terms and conditions, or maybe say some support for the website, for example, www.smartgtech.com/contact. Okay, .html. Okay, now this is something that you can contact me as well. Okay, now for this one, I can copy this and I can drop it in the support URL just right below. Okay, make sure to add in, you can see it's invalid, so you need to add in https / and now it should be fine. Okay, so do take note about this one. Now the marketing URL is the same as well. You do need to add in https. Also for the keywords, keywords like prompt, that things that we are, well, searchable in a sense for users. So maybe, for example, I'm a user, I'm looking for something that can help me with SwiftUI. So maybe I can type SwiftUI or my bad on that one, SwiftUI tutorials. Okay, all this kind of stuff. Okay, do make sure to add a comma after every single keyword that you want to put in. Okay, you don't want them to get a bit lost on that one. Okay, and also add in the copyright. Okay, so for us, we do need to add in the rights for the app. So maybe say for us, we can add in NET, or maybe say Smart G Home, which is our original company name. Okay, and so forth. Now with the bill number is over here as well. Okay, this is where you finish your Xcode upload and you should be able to upload see the bill. Now do take note for the variances of the timing. So that's pretty much about that. Okay, you can choose for game center. You can also add in your contact information. So my name is Jackie, and my name is Ting. I have a full name which is very long. Okay, so you can add in a phone number that's 1111111. That's not my real number. Okay, but you can add in info smartgtech.com. Okay, and that's my email address. Now, sign in required is only used when your app requires a sign in verification or something that people can use to sign in and they can check your app, the usage. For example, if there is a profile or a login profile account, you do need to show and indicate that the users are able to successfully log in and provide uh, various information or login information for the user itself. If you do not do so, what will happen? Apple will drop you a message and say, hey, it's not working. Okay? Please follow the blah, 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 blah stipulations or rules and provide us with a sign in verification. So do provide that. But in the instance that in this tutorial we don't have to sign, don't need to sign in, it's not required. So let's click that off. That's fine. Okay. Now notes are for the Apple review process. It's not for the app, but it's for the Apple preview process. So for example, there is Apple payment involved, or maybe say no user information is collected. Okay, if let's say you're collecting information. Now you can also add in attachments, okay, which can be in a different form of extension like PDF, documents, RTF, pages, and so forth. Okay, it can be in form of also PNG, which is a picture format. Okay, now once you're done with this one, all you have to do is just come here and choose your Apple release. You can manually choose this release, which is if you have successfully passed it, you can choose on your own when to release it. Or if they have successfully reviewed it and said, hey, it's fine, you can use it, hey, it's cool. Okay, now it will automatically release it at a date, okay, that is at a later date, okay, or a specific date. Now, automatic release this version means once it's done, they'll just release it. That's it. Now, personally, I would choose this one because this is easy. You don't need to go through all the hassles about posting and so forth, unless you want to dedicate a pre-launch, okay? So you can see down here, there's an invalid field, some of my names, blah, 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 you know, all these, okay? So do take note. Okay, now, coming back. Now, we have to go to the Apple information. We have a name, but we need to provide it a subtitle, okay? Subtitle is a sort of like a promotional, promotional text in a sense, but it's more of a shorter version. Instead of 150 words, you have 30 words. So what you can do is you can type in, say, Swift learning together. That's about 30 words. Done deal. Finish. Okay? And do make sure to check your bundle ID. That's the right under ID. The SKU is correct. Your Apple ID is also correct. You also need to set up your content rights. So if you have a third party, you do need to take note to respectively provide details about the third party. But in this instance, you can click no. But if it's a yes, you can see that there is. Okay. Now, also age ratings where you need to choose various contents. Like, for example, is there violence? So there's none. Realistic violence, prolonged graphics. Okay. Anything that's scary, they'll automatically allocate the information that you are providing, okay, by categorizing them to appropriate age category. Okay, now in my instance it should be age 4, as you guys can see. Now it can also reach up to about age 17, 9, 12. Okay, if it's made for kids, you just have to click made for kids, and then you can choose the age limit for the kids. But if not, just unclick that. Restricted 17 means this is something very sensitive, only maybe for adults. Okay, so do take note about this one. Once you click done, the license agreement is fine. Add specific secret, shared secret, where you can see down here, is where you can manage and generate various receipts. This is only only for auto renewable subscriptions. Okay, so if you don't have one, that's fine, but if you do, that's for the master's class. Okay, so do sign up for the master's class coming soon, and do let me know more information that you want to talk about. Now you have categories that you need to choose. Now there are some categories that are sensitive. For example, health and fitness and medical requires your cooperation with other various entities that are proven to be under a medical category. If not, you might get rejected. And also for travel and for navigation, you do need to provide certain entities that you're working with in order to show that you are legit. Okay. For the rest, it's pretty much the same, like music, lifestyle, okay, graphics and design. All these are very general categories, so it's not that bad, I would say. Okay, so don't have to worry about this one. So ours is more like education purposes for number one, and also for developers to understand more. Okay, so I'm going to put it as developer twos. Okay, now once it's done, you can just click save, and everything should be fine. Okay, now once you're done, you need to set up the pricing and availability. Okay, now pricing availability meaning to say how you want to sell the app. Now there's a paid agreement along the way, and you can see now here we've learned more regarding about this, where I will open. So if I were to add a price, so I could choose mainland pricing, or maybe I'll choose the United States pricing. I could choose from a 199 version or 299, so and so forth, all the prices. You can also see additional other prices which can go up to about thousands. Okay, but ideally nobody sells the app that expensive. Okay, more like in-app information. Okay, so that's why it's very important to understand about in-app purchases. For our app, we're gonna sell it at maybe say 0.99. Okay, affordability. Okay, for people that wants to learn about SwiftUI, and you can click next. Now you can choose the variances for each country where they'll provide you the currency conversion. Okay, and you can see that, for example, maybe in China, which is our secondary market, you can see it's 8 yuan. Okay, so you can just click next. That's fine, reasonable, and confirm, and it should be fine. Okay, so that's the price schedule. So my app is going to sell at 0.99. Okay, I think it's a reasonable price and affordable one. And also it's for my hard work trying to get you guys on track to becoming a SwiftUI expert. So really appreciate the contribution, and so that I can get things even more better for you guys. And I'll share more about that one as well. Now you can also set the availability for the country. So maybe there are some countries that, well, they are not suited for this app. So maybe, for example, I would choose maybe say Afghanistan. I wouldn't want them to see access of this, so that's fine. Or maybe say, for example, Bhutan. Okay, even I like the both countries. It's fine. Okay, Australia, China, definitely. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, or make your app automatically available in all future app store or country regions and so forth. Okay, so once you're done, click that. So this is specific. Now, you can make pre-orders, meaning to say before the release, you can order them. You can also do that with the OS. So you can choose the Mac OS automatically, okay? You can also make public offerings and so forth for this one. And that should be about it. We're done with the availability, pricing and availability. Now once you save, that's fine. Now coming back to the price range, okay? You can see down here, our price range can be from 800 to 10,000. Okay, that's a big, long, huge price range, I would say, personally. People like to see the prices, okay, which is normal. Okay, if you charge too expensive, again, it's a bit unfair. Anything that you charge should be equalized in around the region. So do not, okay, do not try to like mark up your price in another region. That would be a bit unfair to others, and also try not to reduce, as you don't get any incentives as well for that. Okay, so do take note about this one. Okay, now here you can see that there are certain things that you can take on, like for example, you can schedule price changes, update your apps, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, all these are readable. Now I'll add that link right below. Okay, so do enjoy reading it. Okay, now this is more like the help desk. Okay, so yeah, enjoy. Now, the next part, which is a very, very important part, is the app privacy. Now, again, we talked about URLs just now. Now, URLs like these requires privacy policy and user privacy policies, URLs. In other words to say, you need to put it on the net or with a server that can provide as a website. I have my own webpage. You can check that up down below, which is the smartgtech.com, where I have all my apps, my AIs and distributions that there, and I would gladly welcome you guys to come in and have a support. Also, I've done other websites like NFT web market and more. Okay, now with that being said, now you do need to add in your privacy policy similarly to the website that we have done just now. If you do not, they will have a high chance that will tell you, say, hey, we're not allowed to let you have your apps out there, okay, because you're not protecting our users' privacy. And as of the year where Apple announces the privacy policy, you should follow every single step by protecting the user's privacy. And Apple is very strict on this one, so please respect that. Really love Apple for doing that. Now imagine if you have leakage, okay, in your privacy and your information is being leaked and not telling you what's going on, okay, how do you feel? So coming back to this one, some of you might not care about that, but some of the people out there will care about this because that's their personal information and their space, okay? And with these sensitive information, some people might have access to sensitive credentials, for example, bank accounts, money payments, housings, or where you're located at, and so forth, okay? Now, also, you want to check on the ratings and reviews. This one will pop out at a certain point at the later stage. There's also a version history. Now, we currently do not have a 2.0 version, but yes, we have a first version going on. So that is coming right up soon. And also, this is what will appear with the app review if, let's say, we provide the app review. Now, in-app purchases is what we're going to touch on next time, but this is where it's located. You can create that, okay? There is also a subscription point, and Apple will take certain proceeds along the way. Okay, for example, you can see down here, you take 85% of the proceeds in the second year after tax, if applicable. So there might be tax involved, like 7% in Singapore. Wait, sorry, 8% in Singapore. Okay, there's a slight increase. Okay. So yeah, pretty much about that one. Okay, there's also a billing grace period where you can let your subscribers retain access before they are billed. So maybe like you want to give them a 12-day trial or a month trial. That's the option that you can do down here. Okay. Um, Also, you can do multiple things: app store promotions, custom pages, okay, and in-app events, okay, product page optimization. All these in the master's class. Again, I'm emphasizing on this one, okay. So today what we're going to cover on are the general stuff and how you upload. Now, once you're done on all these, now it is time to check up on our upload bill and into the website itself. How do we create our privacy policies and our little terms and conditions, which I will cover on next time. And thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate if you guys can support us a bit by clicking the like button and subscribe to us. And I hope to see you next week.